Minecraft. Java Edition. I see the player you mean. General Overbuild? Yes. Take care. It has reached a higher level now. It can read our thoughts. That doesn't matter. It thinks we are part of the game. I like this player. It played well. It did not give up. It is reading our thoughts as though they were words on a screen. It's so meta. That is how it chooses to imagine many things when it is deep in the dream of a game. Words make a wonderful interface, very flexible and less terrifying than staring at the reality behind the screen. They used to hear voices. Before players could read, back in the days when those who did not play called the player witches and warlocks. And players dreamed. They flew through the air on sticks powered by demons. What did this player dream? This player dreamed of sunlight and trees, of fire and water. It dreamed, it created, and it dreamed it destroyed. It dreamed it hunted and was hunted. It dreamed of shelter. Ha, the original interface, 1,000,000 years old and it still works. But what true structure did this player create in the reality behind the screen? It worked with 1,000,000 others to sculpt a true world in a fold of the and created a for in the. It cannot read that thought. No, it has not yet achieved the highest level. That is, it must achieve in the long dream of life, not the short dream of a game. Does it know that we love it, that the universe is kind? Sometimes, through the noise of its thoughts, it hears the universe, yes. But there are times it is sad in the long dream. It creates worlds that have no summer. It shivers under the black sun. And it takes its sad creation for reality. To cure it, a sorrow would destroy it. The sorrow is part of its own private task. We cannot interfere. Sometimes when they are deep in dreams, I want to tell them they are building true worlds in reality. Sometimes I want to tell them of their importance to the universe. Sometimes when they have not made a true connection in a while, I want to help them to speak the word they fear. It reads our thoughts. Sometimes I do not care. Sometimes I wish to tell them. This world that you take for truth is merely blah in blah. I wish to tell them that there are blah in the blah. They see so little of reality in their long dream, and yet they play the game. But it would be so easy to tell them. Too strong for this dream. To tell them how to live is to prevent them living. I will not tell the player how to live. The player is growing restless. I will tell the player a story, but not the truth. No, a story that contains the truth safely, in a cage of words, not the naked truth that can burn over any distance. Give it a body again. Yes, player. Use its name. General Overbuild. Player of games. Good. I'm the player of games. That's me. That's such a cool title. Take a breath now. Take another. Feel air in your lungs. Let your limbs return. Yes, move your fingers. Have a body again under gravity in air. Respawn in the long dream. There you are, your body touching the universe again at every point as though you were separate things. As though we were separate things. Who are we? Once we were called the spirit of the mountain, Father, Son, Mother Moon, ancestral spirits, animal spirits, jinn, ghosts, the green man, then gods, demons, angels, poltergeist, aliens, external leptons, quirks, the word change. We do not change. That's a bunch of jumbly words. We are the universe. We are everything you think isn't you. You are looking at us now through your skin and your eyes, and why does the universe touch your skin and throw light at you? To see you, player, to know you and to be known. I shall tell you a story. Once upon a time there was player. The player was you, General Overbuild. Sometimes it thought itself human on the thin crust of a spinning globe with molten rock. The ball molten rock circled blazing gas 330,000 times more massive than it. They were so far apart it took 8 minutes to cross the gap. The light of information from a star, it could burn your skin for 50 million kilometers away. Sometimes the player dreamed it was minor. On the surface of a world that was flat and infinite, the sun was square of white and the days were short. There was much to do and death was temporary inconvenience. inconvenience. Sometimes the player dreamed it was lost in a story. Sometimes the player dreamed it was other things in other places. Sometimes these dreams were disturbing, sometimes very beautiful indeed. Sometimes the player woke from one dream into another, then woke from that into a third. Sometimes the player dreamed it watched words on screen. Let's go back. The atoms of the player were scattered in the grass, in the rivers, in the air, the ground. A woman gathered the atoms. She drank and ate and inhaled, and the woman assembled the player in her body. And a player awoke from the warm, dark world of its mother's body into the long dream. And the player was a new story never told before, written in letters of DNA. And the player was a new program never run before, generated by a source code 1 billion years old. And the player was a new human, never alive before, made from nothing but milk and love. You're the player, the story, the program, the human, made from nothing but milk and love. Let's go further back. The 7 billion atoms of the player's body were created long before this game, in the heart of a star. So the player too is information from a star, and the player moves through a story which is a forced information planted by a man called Julian on flat infinite world created by Marcus. Existed small private world. The player sometimes the player created small private world that was soft and warm and simple, sometimes cold, hard, and sometimes built a model of the universe and energy, sometimes called electrons and protons, sometimes it called them planets and stars, sometimes it believed it was in a universe that was made of energy, that was made of offs and ons, zeros and ones, living in code. Sometimes it believed it was playing a game. Sometimes it was believing it was words on a screen. You were the player reading the words. Sometimes the player read lines of code on a screen, decoded them into words, meanings, feelings, emotions, theories, ideas, and players started to breathe faster and deeper and realize it was alive. It was alive. Those 1,000 deaths had not been real. You are alive. And sometimes the player believed the universe had spoken to it through the sunlight that came through the shuffling leaves of the summer trees. Sometimes the player believed the universe had spoken to it through the light that fell from the crisp night sky of winter, where the fleck of light and corner of a million times massive plasma ordered to be able to movement and walk inside the universe, a familiar door, all about to dream again. And sometimes the player believed the universe had spoken to it through the zeros and ones, through the electricity of the world, through the scrolling words on the screen at the end of a dream. And the universe said, I love you. And the universe said, you have played the game well. And the universe said, everything you need is within you. And the universe said, you are stronger than you know. And the universe said, you are the daylight. And the universe said, you are the night. And the universe said, the darkness you fight is within you. And the universe said, the light you seek is within you. And the universe said, you are not alone. And the universe said, you are not separate from every other thing. And the universe said, you are the universe, tasting itself, talking to itself, reading its own code. And the universe said, I love you because you are love. And the game was over, and the player awoke from the dream, and the player began a new dream. And the player dreamed again, dreamed better. And the player was the universe, and the player was love. You are the player. Wake up. That was crazy. It scrolled too fast because I'm trying to do like a dramatic voice and stuff. Is this different than it used to be? I think they changed it a little bit. And now they show the Minecraft team, original creator, Marcus Persson, which was mentioned in the credits there. Game Theory did a theory on this a little bit ago, and if I remember correctly, he was saying that what you do in a game is just as important in real life, which is really interesting because I think in some ways it's kind of true. In some ways it's not. Like if you kill someone in a game, it's not like you killed them forever, like they're actually dead, because in a game you can respawn. So I think in many non-moral situations, it's not the same as a game, but like gaming is an art form, and you can build relationships through games, and you can have some of the best times I've had with friends are in games, and it's strengthening those relationships and just enjoying love together. Like, love is the most powerful thing in our universe. I encourage you all to just love everyone. Literally, if everyone loved each other, if you just loved truly, like true love, there wouldn't be a problem. Maybe that's not 100% true, but all the huge problems in the world, they wouldn't exist. This is some really nice music. Some nice background music. And you never hear this music in the normal game. It's just for the end credits, which is pretty cool. But also, I wish I heard it more. But the whole dream thing's kind of interesting because you also wonder, because we're gonna wake up in our bed in our house. And so you're waking up from a dream? Like, I guess this is a dream somehow. It's kind of interesting because in this, they're saying life is a dream. And then this game is a dream. It's like Inception. It's a dream inside of a dream inside of a dream. How many layers deep can we go? But at this point, you almost question if the end itself, like the end dimension, is a dream. Because you physically, in the game, you go from your bed, your house, you go into the end through the portal, and then you fight the dragon. But then after you come through the portal again, you wake up. So, does that mean the end is actually a physical thing in the game? Or does that mean the end dimension itself is even a dream? What about when you die? Because you just wake up again in your bed. Questions, man. This is super nice music. I love it. I'm gonna have to search up the C418 Minecraft album and see if I can find this song and listen to it. It kind of reminds me of something like Zelda. Kind of Zelda-y music. If you're sticking around in this credits, thank you for sticking through all of that, and also, me screwing up some of the lines there because it was going too fast. Always just pause the video and read it for yourself. Thanks for sticking through with that, though, because I haven't read that in a very long time. I think I read through it the first time I defeated the Ender Dragon, which was back in probably 2012, and then I think ever since I've just skipped through. The credits really show you how many people worked on this game. It's pretty crazy how many people came together to make this awesome game. Minecraft probably is one of my favorite games. It's probably had the most hours of any game I've played. It's really cool listening to the different styles of the regular Minecraft songs, but in this version of it, that's what's playing right now. It's interesting because I don't think I've heard any of these. I might have heard one, maybe two of these. I definitely haven't heard this one though. And to think that what would it have been 7, 8 years ago, probably 8 or 9 years ago, my best friend started playing Minecraft, and he's like, dude, you have to get this game, it's so cool. And back in 2011, 2012, that was when, Roblox, that's the cool thing. It was like the Minecraft Roblox fighting each other, when you don't need to fight each other, that's just stupid kid stuff. But I was one of those kids who is like, oh yeah, Roblox is so awesome, it's so much better than Minecraft, who needs Minecraft? And then eventually he convinced me. I think I went over to his house, Ryland, you know him from the Oregon vlog. I think it's the Oregon vlog number 5 on the channel that he was in. And so if you don't know him, he's on the channel, so you can just see what he's like a little bit. But he was my best friend growing up, and I think I went over to his house once, and he showed me on his laptop Minecraft. He was in a survival, he was building a little world, and that was the days when you didn't know crafting recipes. Like, how you figured out crafting recipes was by asking your friend. And so, like, all your friends would, you'd bounce crafting recipes together to figure out how to make stuff. Like, just even a simple sword. Like, he's like, okay, so how you make a sword? You have to get 2 stone and a stick, and that's how you make a stone sword. And I think he was getting attacked by a spider, or the spider was like climbing the wall of their house or something, coming up to attack him. And this was back in like 1.1, 1.2, and I think that finally convinced me to get the game. And I got the game, and I found out that I love the game so much. And we played together. I think he got a server not too much later, I think, and we played on that server, and we had a ton of fun. And then I've had a couple servers in the past. We had the Vantis series going on right now with other friends, and we've played on servers together, all the different mini games. I started my own building world. I called it Andrew's Building World. And that world, that was just where Minecraft started for me, in that world. I'll probably do a video on it in the future, showing you guys around, because I really did do a lot in that world. And it started out with a treehouse. Like, out of all the things in Minecraft that I could have done, I started out with a treehouse. And then I built a second treehouse. And then I made a path connecting both of them. And then I built another building, which was a little bit inspired off of the Revenge music video by Captain Sparklez. And Captain Sparklez, Ryland showed me his music videos Revenge, TNT, and Fallen Kingdom. And that was actually the introduction to YouTube to me. So Minecraft is in Ryland and Captain Sparklez is really my origin on YouTube, which is really cool. So I started from watching his stuff. Then from there, I found, I started watching his survival series, and then he had modded survival, which I really liked too. And then from there, I found Fire UK, because Fire UK built the Fallen Kingdom set. And so then I started watching their Minecraft time lapses. And Fire UK, even to this day, is still big inspiration to me. And even though some of their builds are very dated still, like going back, you can see that it's like, yeah, the little buildings off to the side, yeah, they're really not that great, but still, they're an inspiration. And I still go back and watch a ton of their videos every once in a while. And even though they've been gone for many years, it's like they're still one of the original YouTubers I watched. And then from them, they built the Epic Hat Venture map for Hat Films. I ended up watching an Epic Hat Venture on the Hat Films channel, and it was about then when I moved from Salem, Oregon, where Ryland lives, to where I am now. I just got like ripped away from everything I knew, everyone I knew, and the only thing I had really at that point was YouTube. That was the same, because at this point we were staying with my grandparents in their house, because our house hadn't been bought quite yet, so we ended up staying like almost a month, I think, in their house. So for over a month, I didn't have a computer that I could build on my building world in Minecraft. And literally, we get into the house, our new house, everything's empty, and we just are putting boxes in, and like later that day or the next day or something, my dad gets my computer set up for me, and the first thing I do is build on my Minecraft building world. And I think at that point I was building my version of Petra, which going back, it's such crap, but it's what me got into all of it. But while I was at my grandparents' house after the move, is that I was watching tons of Captain Sparkle's Survival, and I think his modded Survival was coming out at that point too, and that also the Hat Venture videos, which were really fun. After Hat Venture finished, I started watching Hat Films Feed the Beast, and that was my introduction to Minecraft mods, which I do plan to do a modded survival after this survival series is done, because Minecraft mods are freaking amazing. They're so much fun and so awesome that I'm definitely going to do a series on that. And also, Fire UK, from them, the music that they used in their time lapses was it was approaching Nirvana music, and this was the first time that, like, I love the music that my parents listened to and the radio that we had playing and stuff. I loved all that stuff, but the first time that I searched for music myself and that I liked Approaching Nirvana was the first EDM music, and so they hold a very special place in my heart. And here's a quote: 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bowline, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover. That's a really good quote. Huh. It's saying live without regrets and do more, which is awesome. Explore, dream, discover. Yeah. And that's the end of the Minecraft credits. And we're back. Just like that. Just awake from a dream. Hi, Connor. How you doing? Woof. Woof, I need to get you a steak. You've been a very good boy. There you go. Huh. Whoa, whoa, oh, okay, you're standing up. Okay, fine, you can come explore with me. We should enchant some stuff, because we have so many levels. Ender Dragon egg. Should we, like, make a pedestal for this thing? I'm just gonna put that away. You see, I had another slow falling potion. I should have taken it with me in a strength pot, but we survived. We did it. Well, that's a loyalty book. I'll take that. Piercing 3 on a crossbow, and what else do we have? Knockback 2, don't really need that. Efficiency, I guess we can get this in Unbreaking. I really wish we got Fortune, though. Fortune would have been really nice, but I guess that's fine. What else can we get? Oh, you saw that. Fortune 2. Okay, I'm taking that. Fortune 2. Yes, please. Infinity. Oh, okay. Yes, please. Yes, please. That's exactly what I wanted. Infinity bow. So then we can combine it with this bow that we have right here with Power 5 and Flame. And yes, we're gonna have such good stuff. Fortune 2. Okay. Yeah, Fortune 2 right here. Guess what that means? We can get Fortune 3. Okay. Fortune 3 coming up right now. Connor, why are you outside? Connor. Did you seriously go outside, dog? Are you serious? Oh my gosh, if you get killed. Okay, I'm going to sleep right now. I'm going to sleep. Connor, this is why you can't let your dog go loose in your house. Okay, hi, doggy, sit. Yes, just sit right there. You can watch daddy work. Okay, fortune 2, and then if we get a fortune 2, fortune 3, yes! We have a fortune 3 pick. Heck yeah. I love to add infinity to my bow because look, we have 1 arrow left from the Ender Dragon. We don't have the levels for it now, but we can put punch on our bow and we can also put unbreaking on our bow. I do want to do that. We're all prepared to go back to the end next episode and find ourselves an End City and an Elytra. So that's gonna do it for this one. Thanks for sticking around if you have stuck through all my talking and through the credits and everything, and about kind of just some of my YouTube journey in the past and everything. Comment below how you got into Minecraft or your first experiences with Minecraft or something. But for the time being, we are back home with Connor, which I need to get you a name tag, but also, you know, levels for armor and sword and bows and stuff is pretty nice too. And next time we're going to go get an Elytra, and then after that, we're going to start working towards like the Wither and Ocean Monument and Smother, whatever the next big bosses are and whatever else we want to do in this world. But like I said, I do want to get on to servers, playing mini games and also a modded survival here in the future. So if you liked the episode, share it with a friend, and if you want to see more like this or stay tuned for the upcoming series, hit subscribe. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.